Chapter 4. Emotional discipline is a daily rehearsal. Control isn't a trophy you win once. It's a skill you practice every single day. That's the truth most people don't want to hear. They want the secret to instant calm. They want the quick fix, the perfect morning, the clean slate. But mastery doesn't come from a single breakthrough. It comes from repetition. You don't become emotionally strong by reading quotes about discipline. You become emotionally strong by living them. When it's hard, when it's boring, when no one's watching. Emotional control isn't a single act. It's a daily rehearsal. Practice calm, rehearse patience, master yourself. That's the formula. And it's not optional. It's the foundation. Every day, life gives you opportunities to train. Every interaction is a test. Every delay, every irritation, every insult, it's all a part of your mental gym. You either react emotionally or you respond intentionally. You either fall into old patterns or you practice new control. You either feed your impulses or you feed your discipline. You have a choice. That's the key. The person who learns to treat every small moment as practice, that person becomes untouchable. Let's be real. Most people think emotional discipline is about staying calm when something big happens, a breakup, a failure, a crisis. But that's not where mastery begins. It begins in the small, unseen moments. When your alarm goes off and you don't hit snooze, when someone cuts you off in traffic and you don't curse them out, when your phone buzzes and you don't check it immediately. That's rehearsal. That's how you build the muscle. If you can't control the small things, you'll never control the big ones. If you can't control your morning, you'll never control your life. Practice calm, rehearse patience, master yourself. Control isn't about suppression, it's about awareness. You can't manage what you don't observe. That's why the first step in daily emotional discipline is awareness. When you feel anger rising, notice it. When your mind wants to rush, pause. When your ego wants to defend, breathe. You don't have to react. You don't have to prove your point. You don't have to fight every battle. Awareness is the space between stimulus and reaction. That space is your power. That's where transformation begins. You have a choice, and you make that choice hundreds of times a day. The second step is patience. And patience isn't weakness. It's control under pressure. It's holding your tongue when your emotions beg you to speak. It's waiting to respond when your instincts scream for revenge. It's sitting in silence when your ego demands validation. Patience is your emotional armor. When you can wait, you win. When you can pause, you gain perspective. When you can delay your response, you stay in command. That's the training. That's the discipline. Practice calm, rehearse patience, master yourself. The third step is restraint. And restraint is power disguised as stillness. Anyone can explode. Anyone can lash out. Anyone can let their emotions drive the car. But restraint? That's a different level. Restraint says, I could lose control right now, but I won't. Restraint says, I could prove my point, but my peace is more important. Restraint says, I could react, but I choose to observe. You don't need their permission. You don't need to prove your strength through chaos. Your calm is your proof. Restraint is what separates the impulsive from the powerful. It's not about fear. It's about precision. You control your energy so it works for you, not against you. Let's break this into real-world examples. When you wake up, that's your first rehearsal. Do you check your phone or do you check your mind? Do you let the world dictate your mood before you've even stood up, or do you build your own? A disciplined morning sets the tone for a disciplined life. You train focus before chaos finds you. You center yourself before the world pulls you in every direction. Then the day begins. Messages, interruptions, opinions. Each one is another rehearsal. Someone disrespects you. Someone tests your patience. Someone ignores you. What do you do? You practice calm. You rehearse patience. You master yourself. You don't trade control for emotion. You don't hand your peace to people who haven't earned it. You stay grounded, steady, untouchable. Emotional discipline isn't built in the extremes. It's built in the ordinary, the quiet commute, the slow morning, the long line at the store. Each moment is a chance to strengthen your inner stillness. So many people waste those moments. They complain, they scroll, they stew in irritation. You can't build discipline if you run from boredom, because boredom is training too. When you can stay still in the silence, that's mastery. When you can sit with nothing and still feel at peace, that's power. It's not about comfort. It's about control. And control isn't a feeling. It's a choice. Let me give you something practical to start with. Every morning, take 2 minutes to breathe before touching your phone. That's it. 2 minutes. No music, no scrolling, no planning. Just breathing. Just awareness. You're training your nervous system to obey you, not the other way around. Throughout the day, every time you feel a trigger, count to 3 before responding. Don't speak. Don't act. Breathe. 3 seconds of control can save you hours of regret. At night, reflect. Ask yourself, where did I lose control today? Where did I keep it? That's your scoreboard. You're not chasing perfection. You're chasing awareness. Every day you get sharper. Every day you gain distance between thought and action. Every day you strengthen your command over yourself. Practice calm, rehearse patience, master yourself. Control isn't achieved once. It's practiced, repeated, rehearsed. The same way an athlete trains daily for a single championship, you train your mind daily for the battles no one sees. You don't rise when life gets easy. You rise because you've rehearsed for when it gets hard. That's emotional discipline. That's quiet strength. That's what separates those who live on impulse from those who live with intention. You can't skip the practice. You can't outsource the work. You have to show up every day in thought, in patience, in restraint. Because every small act of control builds your inner fortress. And one day, you'll realize nothing can shake it anymore. You don't master emotion by fighting it once. You master it by rehearsing control every single day. That's the secret no one wants to hear, but it's the truth that sets you free. You don't need control over the world. You just need control over yourself. Every morning, every thought, every choice. Practice calm, rehearse patience, master yourself. You've learned how to train emotional control in the ordinary moments. Now it's time to talk about what happens when the world tests your peace.